Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining me. I'll just wait for some of you to pop on before I start making some announcements. But I'd like to thank you all for joining me wherever you are located in the world. As many of you know, my name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup, and I am based in Wollongong, which is about 1 hour south of Sydney. So it's lovely to have you here this evening. Halloween, it is Halloween this evening. Has been Halloween all day for me. Actually, Halloween all weekend. I'm a bit Halloweened out. We had a big fear festival in Port Kembla over the weekend, so that was nice. And then I went up to the Hunter Valley on Sunday to do the Soul Revival Festival up there at one of the vineyards, the beautiful vineyards up there. So it was very nice to be getting away just for a bit. Even though we were working, it was still a lovely surrounding to do that. And back today, back-to-back readings, and I just took my little one to go and see a haunted house that somebody had decorated in Port Kembla, so it's very nice. So thank you for joining me. As I said, I'll just wait for some of you to jump on. So good evening, Crystal, Carla, hello, Sarah, Ann, hello from Christchurch. You're from Christchurch. It must be 10 o'clock for you. So thank you for still being up, and thank you for joining me. Scott, hello. Thank you. I'm a bit tired actually, Scott. It was a busy day with readings today, and I've got a busy day again tomorrow with readings, and Thursday and Friday we've got the show, and then I'm off to Melbourne next week. Hello, Anne. Thank you for joining me. I'm not sure if Julie's joining us this evening. I know that Julie's very, very busy sorting out her wellness centre. They're being busy gutting it and doing some bits and pieces in there. It's just every time I go in there's something different going on. So I think they're painting at the end of the week for that. So if she jumps on, great. If not, no biggie. I know that she is busy. It's and she can tell us a little bit more about what she's doing as well. Oh, she is on. There we go. Look, she's just read Speaking of the Devil. Were your ears burning, Julie? Were your ears burning? And I can hear my cat in the background. As on cue, she will turn up again. So what can we do about that one? Not much. So you can hear her. She's very excited. Come on. Come on, Roxy. Come on. You got your fan club here. Come on. Come on. Come on, darling. Hi, Kate. How are you? Kia, hello. Don't do generals. You must be a newbie on here, darling. Come on. Happy get. Just got to get this one sorted because, yeah, come on. Come on. Over here. On my lap, please. Come on. Now, let's get you sorted so I'm right for the evening. Oh, okay, Roxy. Now we've got Roxy. Say good evening. Now, where are we? Good evening, Megan. Geez, you're living the good life. You are living the life, aren't you, Megan? Great to see. Great to see. All righty. So the ET kitty, Shakti, yeah, she is. It's like every time I sit down, she's got to be on my lap. It's like she's constantly has to touch me. Constant. Okay, there we go. Do you like that? Now, those who I do ask that you like and share the live feed. Let me know that you have done that, please. Just pop that in the comments section there, along with your question and or comment or comments. It's I do ask for specific questions, as I think Julie's put that up there. I tend to not do generals, and I don't read cards, so please don't ask me what do the cards see. I channel a lot of my information. You'll see me doing a lot of writing on my trusty pad with pen with that. And just bear in mind also that I do not answer medical or legal questions on live feed, please. It's just a legality thing. It's so let's not even go there. That also covers pregnancy when on these live feeds as well. I'm pretty tired. It's I've been doing a whole day of mediumship readings, and it's like I'm fine when I'm doing readings, but when I stop, it's sort of like you hit this brick wall, and sometimes it's very hard to pull yourself back up. But we are Halloween, and it is the thinnest, where the veil is at its thinnest. And what I mean by the veil being at its thinnest, it's the veil between our world and spirit world. And I've been feeling a lot of the energy today, particularly with my readings. They're great while I'm doing the readings, but I'm just a little bit tired with that. Won't be doing phone readings this evening because my little one is with me, and she is in the bedroom, and I've had to bribe her, so she's got the phone. I'm sorry, so I'm down a phone, so I'm sorry there will be no phone reading. So everything's being done through here on the comments section here. Okay, now who else have we got here? Okay. So as soon as Roxy came onto the screen, this screen glitched, same as last time. That's interesting, isn't it? Well, yep, she is my little. Look at her. Look at your little girl. You know, she's very attached. All right, now let's have a look. Now I've got a lot of lurkers on here. I'll tell you that now. So make yourself known. Say hi. Tell me where you are watching from. And if you are in a channel that looks like there's not many people on there, and you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not. I am streaming to multiple platforms at once. Just bear that in mind, please. I would encourage you to go on over to my main page, The Psychic Pinup, and make sure you hit the follow button while you are there. So where else have we got? Who else have we got? Jennifer from Queanbeyan. Hello. I've not read for you. Your name doesn't look familiar. So I am planning a trip to Canberra probably in the next 4 weeks for readings. And Kia, whereabouts in New South Wales are you, darling? And Carla, Sydney. Sydney is a huge place. It can take 2 hours to get from one end to the other. And Crystal, you know I can't say that place. I get tongue-tied every time I say that. Samantha from Bathurst. Have I read for you before? Okay. Whereabouts in the US, Anne, please? I used to go to the US quite a lot. I need to get back there. Where are we? Goulburn. I will be in Goulburn on the 17th of November. I think I've got about 3 spots or two spots left for readings on that day. That's on a Friday. Lithgow. I like Lithgow. Okay. Tammy from Young. Did a few readings for people out at Young today. Okay, who else have we got here? Okay. Sarah Ann, I'm going to ask you, what are you feeling with that? The tingling. What's the first? This is what I'm going to start putting things back on people, like what, because I like to educate, and I like people to be aware of their own team and of their loved ones. And I'm going to say, what's your first instinct saying with this, the tingling with that? Okay, so just let me know. Okay. Raquel, am I still on the right path with my retreat business? I feel like there needs to be some modifications with this. So, have you got somebody else that's come into the mix here? Because I'm seeing two people working with this tandem side by side. I feel like I've got you're both the brains. Sorry if I'm a bit sniffly because it's also hay fever, and I have just come off the back end of a really bad head cold over the weekend. Sorry, Raquel, back to you. But I'm just being shown it's if you're not doing this, this is what is going to be happening. That's being revisited with the structure of it. I'm hearing too hard, too fast, if that makes any sense there. Too hard, too fast. So possibly that means that there needs to be a bit of pulling back here and possibly one day workshop retreats or something leading up to a bigger workshop, if that makes sense. So I'm just being shown few little adjustments. You are, but there's just some adjustments that need to be made with that. So I hope that helps you. Okay. What do you mean you're scared of spiders and snakes, Shakti? I mean, like, that's a way of life here, love. You know? Not often for me to look up on the wall and there's a big huntsman or something. I mean, they scared the bejesus out of me, but it's just the way of life here. I'm more scared of snakes than what I am of spiders, put it that way. You know, saying that, I had a procedure done on my foot about a month ago, a bit more than a month ago, and the podiatrist, his assistant there was, just come back to work. She had been bitten by a funnel web on her hand. Now, I don't want to be scaring people, but the funnel web was actually in the oven mitt in the kitchen. So God knows how it even got in there in the first place. So she was quite sick with that. It's nothing to be scared of, darling. We're used to it. We were brought up with it. So it's, and again, fear is an illusion. Don't let fear stop you from doing things. Okay. Okay, Sarah, and your NAM was already in transition then. Is that correct? Because I'm being shown we've got hospital. I'm being shown that it was like pretty much waiting. So I feel like she was in and out of consciousness. Is that correct? And I'm just being shown that it was a visitation, just showing you what's coming. So always go with what the first things that you are getting. Yes, Julie can now see the shop. You don't realize how much stuff you have in until you start moving. Good evening, Ellie. Thank you for joining me. Oh, Shakti, in my head, I keep thinking I might find a snake in the toilet if I visit or wake up with a spider net. Oh, gosh. No. Where I live, we might have a few spiders, but no snakes. Okay. Let me tell you something. If you're going to do that, you will manifest it. And I'm going to give you a story I don't think I've ever shared with anybody else. But when I was a little girl, younger than my daughter now, so I think I would have been about 5 years, 6, no older than 6. Now, this might be a bit of too much information, people. I do apologize in the past, but when little kids sit on the toilet and they just sit there and sit there and sit there. I used to sit on that toilet and just sit there and imagine a spider coming under the door. God knows how many times I did that, but I still vividly to this day remember sitting there and doing that and visualizing this spider coming under the door every single time I went to the toilet. Anyway, lo and behold, it did. That spider came under that door for real. Not long after I started, because I was fixated with it, and that is manifesting, my dear. So if you are worried about that, you are going to manifest it. We are not tough. Y'all in Australia are tough. No, we're not. I think we're just used to it. It's how we were brought up. Now, okay, Cass, you're asking about readings. That's why I ask that you like and share this live feed, please, and just pop your liked and shared up on the comments section along with your question and or comments. I get drawn to who I need to be reading this evening. I don't go in order. It's nothing personal. If I don't read for anybody, it's just the way it goes. I do come here every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Sydney time. And it's just my way of giving back. And we've built a nice little community here over the last how many years, and a lot of people seem to know each other here, and we all have a bit of discussions going on at the same time, which is really nice. Okay. Oh gosh, Scott, what are you going? Have you ever seen a shark? Good evening, Liana. And I don't mean in the aquarium either. What are we going about the crocodiles while we're at it? I'm more scared of roos. True story, another true story. I had a kangaroo chase me into a public toilet once too. So I'm more scared of kangaroos. I had to lock myself in the cubicle. Okay. Good evening, Belinda. First time here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Okay, Jennifer Austin, I'm just being shown there's been all these changes that are going on. If it hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen quite short. I want to say shortly. I was about to say soon, shortly. Get my words mixed up here. Who's the person that passed with dementia, lovely? Because I feel like my head can't articulate words, or they either had a stroke or dementia. But I'm just being shown here time for adjustments, and you're asking me about direction with romance and health, and I seem to feel like that these two things will be going hand in hand, and the health thing is more so to do with you and you feeling good for you. And then once you feel good for you, that's when I feel like I need to highlight the romance. So it's working on you. And it's not just the actual physical aspect of health. I'm also talking about the mental health and mindfulness and things like that. So I want you to concentrate on that. I'm not seeing a shift with any of that up until New Year, to be honest with you. It's I'm just feeling like things are just plodding along and you're just biding time until we get through the year. And we're about to enter silly season anyway now, and I know it's a bit cliche to say it's all going to go hand in hand with New Year's resolutions, but I have to say that even though I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, because nobody ever follows New Year's resolutions, it's they're usually gone, done and dusted within 3 days of New Year's Day. But I do see that there will be a change in direction for you next year, but it's starting with the health. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Okay. Okay, where are we? What are you saying? Cara, the roos are huge here. Okay, they are huge. It depends. I mean, we've got the eastern greys. They're nice little cute things. And then we've got the big reds. And I swear to God, I nearly hit one when I was in the outback. And I swear to God, that thing was 8 foot when he got up on his hind legs. Not a word of a lie. And he was muscly too. Now, you're asking... now, your relationship they're talking about, you want to talk about your relationship, so you're wanting something to do with that. I'm seeing that there's a lot of reflection that's going on here, darling. It's the thing is, has this been on again, off again, or you're not feeling like you're not unsure? Because I get uncertainty, I get question marks there, and I feel like I need to go within myself and do a bit of work on me, if that makes sense. And I'm just being shown that there will be some decisions coming around that. Where I'm sitting at the moment, I feel like we talk about this whole balance thing, and for me, everything has to have even this exchange of energy. And at the moment, I'm feeling like there's one of you that is giving more in terms of the energy than the other. And I'm going to say this would be you, because otherwise you wouldn't be on here asking me this question. And I just want you to be aware of that as well. Okay, and I'm just being shown it's all about self-worth, my darling. Self-worth. So I just want you to reflect on that, and I hope that helps you. Silly Sally, yes, they are scary at night. I'm telling you. It was an eye-opener for me driving in the outback, and it's something that I don't want to be doing again in a hurry at night time. You just don't know what's going to jump out in front of you. If it's not a roo, it's a wombat. If it's not a wombat, it's a goat. Okay. Oh, you see, Linda, even Linda Yusuf's joined us. So she says, yes, it was. She can vouch because she sat next to me. She was on Roo Patrol on one side. I was on Roo Patrol out the other side of the car. Okay. You're welcome, Cara. Good evening, Perla. Thank you for joining me. Now, those who've just jumped on, I do ask that you like and share the live feed. And while I've got you all, and Linda is in the chat room here, our show is on this Friday at the Vault in Port Kembla. Now, I'm going to be finalising tickets tomorrow and seating tomorrow. So this is the thing, I've got a lot of people saying they're coming, and I think that people are going to be paying at the door. I would prefer you not to be doing that, or prefer you to be pre-booking these so that we can seat you with your friends, and you do have so we can let the kitchen know that you are coming for dinner as well. So I've had discussions with people today, people that have come in for readings, that they're coming, and that's why I said please get the tickets beforehand, so we do have an idea of numbers that are coming. So you see there the flyer. So we're at the Vault. There's myself and Linda Yusuf that we are doing 2-hour medium platform show, as well as psychic readings on Friday at the Vault. And it's really, really exciting because it will be our last show not exciting that it's our last show for the year, but it's exciting to get back to the hometown, home turf. And it's great ambience there, great vibe in that place. And Julie will be there as well. She's our helper, so you will get to meet Julie if you do come. And I understand that the doors open at 6 o'clock for dinner, and I believe that we will be coming on stage at 7 p.m. So it's enough time for you to sit there and have a nice meal and a few bevies before we come on. But of course, there is table service and drinks available throughout the evening while we are doing the show. Now, who else have we got on here? You're getting excited. Do you want to come online? Let me know if you want to come online, Linda. Okay. Good evening, Manny. Manny is another medium from Port Kembla as well. And the thing is, Port Kembla is becoming this beautiful little hub of mediums and psychics and witches and healers, and it's fantastic, and it's really exciting, and it is growing. So it's going to be very exciting once Julie opens up this centre. So Shakti, I'm not going to give you the qualities or traits of a personality of the person that you're going to be with, purely because I don't want you to be influenced in any way, because if I give you that information, I don't want you dismissing somebody who could be the right person. You're Mr. Right, if that makes sense. So I don't want you to. I'm not going to give you that information. Okay, hang on. Let me get some. Where are we? Guest. We do the guest there. Hang on. Bear with me. I'm going to share that. I don't even know if this will work, Linda, but I will send it to you, the link. Okay. I'm just going to try this. I've just sent Linda a link. If she can get on, great. If not meant to be. Silly Sally. So, God, you wouldn't want to have a few drinks under your belt to say that one, would you? Silly Sally Sales. Is it time for work or rest? Thank you. Okay. What does your body tell you? This is the thing. We are so conditioned that we should be work. And I remember, years ago when I was watching that movie, The Founder. It's the story of McDonald's with Michael Keating, I think that's in it, and it's and I keep hearing this saying over and over again: if you've got time to lean, you've got time to clean, and that has played in my mind ever since. And I'm guilty of it. I just feel like I don't deserve to have a lazy day where I just lay there and watch TV all day. I just don't feel like I need to be doing something all the time. So I'm trying to change that and be a little bit more mindful of that. And if I'm tired, I'm trying to honor that and take time out. And it's okay to do that. So I'm going to ask it and put it back onto you there. What is your body telling you? Okay. I know it's telling you rest. You want to rest, but you feel guilty, don't you? So I will leave that one there, and I hope that helps you, darling. Okay, here we go. We've got Linda coming in by the looks of it. No. Oh, there we go. Woo! The double trouble tonight, guys. Hang on a minute. Hang on, let's get her on. Hang on, we've got the cat, we've got Linda, and Linda will probably have the dog and everything else that's going on. Hang on, here we go. Can I get you in there? Here she comes. Ha ha! Hello.
Hello.
Okay, everybody. If you are new, this is Linda Yusuf. We do shows together, and that's why I said we're doing our show on Friday evening, and people are knowing us as the Double Trouble at the moment. So, welcome, Linda. It's been a while since I've had you on here. Oh, she's gone. She said, "There, see you later." Oh, she'll be back. Where are we? Cass Gillette, I do not answer medical on these live feeds, darling. I'm sorry. Hang on, we'll just get Linda back in. You there? No, she's having problems. I can hear her. There we go. All right, I'll pull you back.
All right.
Hang on, I'm pulling you in. There we go. What did you do?
I just pressed done and it just wiped it all out. So that was really, really funny. So as everybody can know, I am computer illiterate.
That's all right. That's all right. So, yeah, so it's been a while since you've been on one of these.
Absolutely, absolutely. So how is everyone? How are you?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you see comments there?
No, nothing at all.
It's been a while since we've done this, so
yeah,
I can't remember what you used to do.
Yeah, I'm only on the I'm going to hit this, so see if that'll bring the comments up. So if I jump off, are you sure you want to remove this source? I don't know.
All right.
No, I can't see anything. I'm on the
okay. That's all right. Yeah. That's all right. Well, they're just saying, oh, hello.
Hi,
and yeah. Now, just let you guys know that I can only see back so many comments, and I know that people have put comments on there. So if you can just repost your questions, guys, that would help. But please don't spam us, please. Okay.
I'm going to see if I can get you up.
Do it on the phone.
Yeah. Just give me one sec.
Supporting mental well-being in local communities. That's the goods.
Silly. So, God, you're going on a bit.
Okay. So I've got the
Okay.
phone. Yeah, I've got the phone with comments. So
Hmm. What are you looking at yourself? Hey. You see the comments at all?
yeah, I've got the phone with comments. So okay, I'm just trying to mute the
You can turn
phone.
the volume down.
Okay, I'm just trying to. Okay, volume's down.
Yeah, just while you're sorting yourself out there, Anne, about your love interest, darling. I have no filter a lot of the times when I do my readings, and I'm going to say I actually see somebody else coming in, darling. I actually see you doing a bit of work on yourself here, sweetheart, and I do see somebody else coming in, and I'm not seeing it until next year, darling. When you're asking me about whether your love interest will change, and that, I have to say, if they want to, they will, and I say that with love, darling. If they want to, they will. And I do see that there is somebody that's coming in for you next year, sweetheart. And I'm not seeing the dating of you two at this stage, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen later on. It's just the path that I'm seeing you on at the moment. Okay, so I know that's not what you want to hear, but I have to stay true to the information that I'm getting, darling. Okay, and I hope that helps you. Okay, can you see any of the comments there?
And yeah, I think I just seen Anne hesitant about romance. So I've got a Belinda, a Cass, Ellie, and a Kate is what's coming up here at the moment, and a Sarah.
Okay. Do you want to answer any of those, or we just have chit chat?
Well, we can just have chit chats. Where do you see my current relationship going? Big things happening my end, and that's a Kate.
Captured on camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Kate. How are you? I've sort of just been thrown in the deep end here with this, so we'll just give it a go. You know, when things change and when things flow, then things start to move forward. So I'd say you've come across a few speed bumps over the last couple of years, and then when we get it right, we get it right. So what I do see is a movement, or a lot of movement forward. Lots of changes coming in the January for you, February, a lot of renewing going on around that period of time. And when we dream big, it happens big. It's like Linda was talking about the spider. You manifest it. And so if you manifest basically where you're going, the next 6 months, it's all about significant life events of change. So when things change and when it starts to flow, well, then you tick off your little boxes. So romance, job, house, finances, it seems to be all flowing the way it's supposed to, because those speed bumps are just about over. So I hope that changes, darling. And I will say to you that if we talk about end, you know, never say end. Reach for your goals. You say end, well, then it will end. But if you say keep continuing, keep manifesting, keep it going, well, then there's no looking back. So I hope that helps, darling. But as I said, big things starting as we come into the January, February mark, a lot of reviewing, but having the resources or the ability to manifest that direction. So you've got that ability. Never stop hoping, never stop thinking, or going for your big goals, not little goals. I hope that helps, sweetheart.
Talking about manifesting, okay, let's tell them about when we're in Queenstown.
And that is, yeah, we've had this conversation. You know, we were both in Hunter Valley over the weekend, and we did a little bit of a small stage show, but intimate shows are beautiful shows. And the week prior to that, we were both in New Zealand. And I go over there a lot to work, but I also go over there because I've got a son and my grandchildren are over there. So we decided one day that we were going to go to this animal reserve up the mountains. And my son ended up with a bag of coins, because you put the coins in this little container in the thing, and the food comes out. So we had enough for one bucket of food. We thought we had more money. We only had one. So what do the kids do? They have a bit of a meltdown because they haven't got enough money to buy.
So we needed $2 coins. We needed $2 coins, and you were with the kids, and I decided to go for a walk. Now this is on a farm up a mountain, and off I go, and I'm walking around, and I walked But then I stopped and I turned around and I walked back along the same where I was, and there was a $2 coin there on the ground. Wasn't there before. Then I walked a little bit further. Then I found another $2 coin. Then I walked somewhere else, then walked back over the same area, and all these $2 coins were popping up everywhere. And this was just unbelievable, wasn't it? Then the kids started doing it.
And then my granddaughter a couple of coins. I think we ended up with about $12.
$12.
We
$2
didn't even have
coins. Nothing else. It's just $2 coins.
And we
In
just
a
said
farm.
we haven't got any money. We haven't got any more $2 coins. We can't buy any more food. But it was just like, manifesting it, and in the middle of nowhere, feeding these rotten pigs.
We got all these $2 coins.
The kids was going around picking up the food so they could feed the pigs. And all these coins just appeared out of absolutely nowhere. And it was just, pennies from heaven.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, no matter how small.
I keep joking. I said, well, why can't I have the lotto numbers? Where's the lotto numbers? Give me the lotto numbers. That'll make me happy.
But it's all about and being grateful for what you have. So, yeah.
Totally. Oh, and here we go. The golden child's just popped on.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Scott. We're just talking about the $2 coins.
We did until he took me up to the very, very top of the mountain, and I don't do mountains and cliffs. So, yeah, I had a bit of a meltdown. So it was a good day up until then, but it was even better.
It was fun. Yeah, but my meltdown was on the plane.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Tash, you're saying would like to know if possible if a partner will come in. Thank you again, Tash. This I seem to be having a bit of a common theme this evening with partners and love life, and all I'm hearing is self-worth here with you, and they're showing me the work that you've been doing on yourself as well. Now I have to highlight October. I know we are the last day of October now, but I'm being shown here that in particular this last month, I feel like it's been a bit of an eye-opener for you, Tash, and I just feel like you've made this decision to do things a little bit differently with yourself. And when they keep saying you keep repeating the same things and expecting different results, and I think you finally realised that, and I feel like you're actually going to be looking for something a little bit different. I'm not picking it up until next year. Christmas time, I'm just being shown a lot of socializing, but socializing with friends and family. And I'm just being shown settling down, something to do around work early next year. And then you doing a lot more mindfulness and connecting in with yourself, I'm going to say. And then I just see it will happen, but I just feel like it's all dependent on the work that you are doing on yourself, darling. So I hope that helps you. Okay. So who else have we got on here? Hello, Gayleen. Oh, Gayleen, I loved your photos. Gayleen sent me a whole heap of photos from her. She decorated the garden for Halloween. They're awesome. Great photos. That's why I said, where do you keep all that stuff? Because it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas. Yeah. Okay. Who do you want to do?
Okay, I've got Steph. Do you see a job offer coming in for me soon? Am I currently employed? Just putting some other interests out there. Now, at the moment, I always say, Steph, a job is a job if you want it to be a job and it pays the bills. But then you get to the stage where it's Groundhog Day. And when it becomes Groundhog Day, well, then you're not moving forward, you're not moving backwards, you're just staying still. But you are very, very creative and you're an ideas person. I see two opportunities connected around you, but one's more with self-employment. So I always say to Linda, silly things like, I want to do this. Will you jump? How far? You jump, then it'll happen. And she's always saying, yep, for a challenge. I'm up for a challenge. Let's do it. And it's just planting the seeds and letting it go. So what I do see with you is at the moment, not too much is happening between the next 2 months. So I do see planting the seeds. So once you start to plant the seeds and you start to work out what direction you want to take them into, then we start to become more creative in what we want to do. Now, I'm not going to say let this job go that pays the bills at the moment, because that's keeping you stable. But once you put your energy into unexpected opportunities, which is a little bit out left field, I will say it'll start to grow and manifest, because then the passion will come into it. When the passion comes into it, you put your energy into it till you get to the stage where you're going to let Groundhog Day go and you're going to jump. And that's where I see the abundance. But I don't see it really, really growing or festering until round about the June of next year, because I do feel like that there's money getting paid into that before you receive. And then as we come into June, I keep getting profitable connected around that. So don't underestimate who you are. Don't underestimate your mind and your passion, but grab it with both hands, but plant those seeds, watch it grow. And once those little, buds start to come up through the soil, we'll then water it. And then that will basically flow. Once you let go of the finances and embrace the passion, I will say to you that success comes your way. But it'll be a long-term thing, but never give up the passion and don't let it be Groundhog Day. So next 6 months, significant life events of change, sweetheart. So grab it with both hands, but plant those seeds first. Hope that helps.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes with people next year. I don't know about you, but over the last 6 months, I have seen so many people change complete direction with the way that they think, the way that they like with work, and reevaluating and prioritizing their work and their love life and their their socializing as well, and actually putting family and friends first. And it's and I see a lot more of this happening as well over the next year. So I don't know if you've noticed that, but I certainly have. And then a lot of people are starting to question a lot of things too. Which I find great, really.
Yeah, I think COVID changed us all a lot.
Totally.
We were made to sit on our bum, and we couldn't really go anywhere or do anything. And we had 2 years to think. What is more important in our lives? I remember we did for about 6 to 8 months, and Scott's online at the moment, but we decided to do a family trivia pursuit every Sunday. Now, I got to know my grandchildren and my kids more through that. Every Sunday, 5 o'clock on the dot, we got together for about 2 hours. Now, I wouldn't have had that without COVID. So those values were enforced, connected around family. And then we got out and we all wanted to play again, and we reassessed what life really was about. So those changes, now we start to see them manifesting within everybody. And it comes down to even with relationships. A lot of people have come through relationships through COVID that they shouldn't be in. And once they come out of COVID, it was just like done and dusted. So there's been massive shifts and massive changes. And I think COVID had to happen for certain reasons, even though it wasn't a nice thing. But I think a lot of people woke up through that period of time.
Totally. I was having that discussion with a couple of people that came in for readings today as well. And I don't know, I just see everything as a positive with a lot of things. So what's this? Shakti, that's an essay, darling. That's an essay. I'll have to go back and read it. Excuse me. As I was saying, I was just coming off the back end of a head cold. What are you laughing at?
New Zealand. I left Australia in the 40 degrees, jumped into New Zealand, jumped into Linda's car. Within 24 hours, it was almost snowing. It was so bitterly cold.
Cold.
And then there was 2 days we headed down to Queenstown, and we were getting sunburned. And then we come home, and what do we get? 36 degrees again, Last night, last night we had horrendous winds. I had a tree fall down in my front yard. And then tonight, I think the blankets are going back up on the bed. So we have we have sunshine, we have had wind, we have had rain, and that's only within a week and a half.
Oh, no.
So
that only happened in Melbourne.
You getting a cold? I mean, I was only lucky that I'd spent the weekend with Linda, with her coughing all the way to the Hunter Valley and back, and I'm still okay. So someone's watching over me.
Yeah, I tell you, head cold. It's not COVID. Anyway, who else have we got on here?
I said, there you go, Scott.
What's he saying?
I don't know, but basically we got to, and that was another thing, we got to New Zealand and he was just getting over COVID. So we didn't catch that.
No, I didn't catch that. Yeah, we're pretty resilient with a lot of things. We do get looked after. We do get protected a lot.
Absolutely.
We got protected in that bloody plane too. Yeah. Anyway, so who else have we got on here? Mika, you're saying, can I be where I want to be with my job? Of course you can, darling. Okay. I know, like Mika, I know that I've done readings for you in the past, and how many discussions have I had with you with this as well? And that's what I said, Mika, you put your mind to it, sweetheart. It's like, this is a thing, your intuition also, and you know what I'm talking about with this has taken off. And it's, I'm going to say, I feel like you've got your fingers in two different pies here, if that makes sense. It's, I do see you exploring a couple of different things as well, and maybe that may be the confusion that you are getting here. So I don't want you to overthink things too much. I just want you to feel into it. And this is what I say to everybody all the time. We are where we are meant to be now for a reason. Don't try to control things. When we start to try to control things, that's when things seem to go belly up, because it's not going the way that we're wanting it to go. Okay, and this is what I always say to people also. We can't control situations, but we can control the way that we react to them. Okay, but I want you to feel into it, darling. You know what the right thing is. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Okay, who else have we got? Who do you want to answer now?
Okay, I'm not sure if you've seen this one. Is it Gina Frost?
Gina. Yeah. What's it saying?
Coming up through a bad breakup. Now, darling, one of the hardest things with a breakup is where we sit at this stage. The breakup, I always say, I relate back to even losing someone through death. You know, we go through stages.
Yeah.
And the first stage is denial, begging, and then we go into an anger stage. Then we go into an acceptance before we can heal. Sweetheart, you haven't gone through that. You know, when we have a bad breakup and our self-worth is pulled out from underneath us, you can't see what's going to happen tomorrow, then alone what's going to happen in the next 12 months. So what I see for you, and what I'd like to see for you, is you start to be selfish and think about you for a change, because you're someone that's been there for absolutely everyone. And, you know, you're one of those angels with no face. You know, no one sees you, but you're there for absolutely everyone. Well, now it's time to look after you. And that's about self-care. You know, your hot baths, your long walks, you're starting to spend some time with you, getting your hair cut, getting it dyed, going and buying yourself a new dress, go to a show, go out with your friends, get drunk, have a good time. It's about going back into the world of living, because at the moment you're not. So it's just like those 5 stages of grief. You're still in that stage of you've lost someone, your friend, you know, your partner, your lover, but now you feel a little bit alone. So get back up on the horse. Don't sit in front of the TV in your jammies. Don't procrastinate with life. It's beautiful out there at the moment. The sun is shining. Go back out and live. Go back out and enjoy your life and get back your self-worth that's been stripped away. What's going to happen to you in the future? Well, then that's where you're going to stay in front of the TV. But if you get outside, what's going to happen? You're going to start to live again, darling. So think about you for a change. And I can't help you heal. No one can put a Band-Aid on it. But you can help you relive. And that's what you need to do. So I hope that helps, sweetheart.
Yeah. That's like when, you know, how many times do we have people ask us, will I ever be happy? And it's, and I said, well, only you can make you happy. Nobody else can make you happy.
Absolutely.
You know?
Happy is a word.
Yes.
You either say the word or you live the word. You
Mm.
live happy or you say it. You either be sad or you live in the word sad. You know, you are what you say. If you live in that word, that's what you're going to be. But it's only a word. It's only a feeling. Don't live in that. Live in basically your future, because that's what
Yeah.
you need to be.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to get everybody type in the comment section there. I am happy. Start saying
Yeah.
it. I am happy. I'm grateful.
I'm good
Just
enough.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm good enough.
Yeah,
Let's start putting some affirmations up here, guys. Let's start
absolutely.
tonight.
Absolutely.
You know, and then write it on the post-it stickers and stick it on your mirror in your bathroom. Remind yourself every day. Stick it on your sun visor. I'm happy. I'm worthy. You know,
On
I'm
the
grateful.
fridge, on your coffee, everywhere you touch
Everywhere.
things. Absolutely.
Everywhere.
Absolutely.
Let's start now. Put it up there. So those who've just joined us, we just ask that you like and share the live feed. Now, I've got Linda Yusuf here with me this evening. We are doing a show on Friday at the Vault at Port Kembla. It is our last show for the year that we know of.
That we know
of.
at this stage.
That we know of. Who knows? I don't know what's going on half the time. So if you are in the Illawarra area or if you want to travel, great. Come and see us. The tickets are on sale, and you will find a link there in my Facebook page. And that's what I was saying to Linda
Oh,
before. Linda, I've got
Look
a
at the
feeling.
comments
Look
coming
at
up.
this. See? There you go. See? Yeah. So there we go. So we've got to start saying this every day. I am happy. Happy.
And you know what? What will be even more happier if you come and see us Friday night? We will be happy. We will be grateful.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. I've got a feeling a lot of people are going to turn up, and that's what I said. I mean, we like to have numbers sort of like sorted beforehand, so we can put you on these tables, so you're not sitting with random strangers. And we try to give everybody, you know, group everybody with their friends. So just keep that in mind too, guys. Doors stay open at 6 o'clock, and we will be on stage at 7. Okay. Who else have we got here? Okay. So, Jessica, you're saying, hi, ladies. Do you see me changing at my job? Things are changing, but I really want to stay. I'm hearing the word compromise with you. And I'm being shown that there will be an offer, or they're showing me restructuring with this, and there will be choices here for you. It's Jessica I was reading. Is that right, Jessica? I'm just being shown that, because I just feel like the way I feel like with your work at the moment, you know, when you get that feeling like you do like one step forward, but we've got 2 steps back, and I just feel like I'm not getting anywhere, and I'm not getting any answers there. And I feel like this is going to go on for a couple of months yet with that. So I'm actually hearing the song Should I Stay or Should I Go? And I know that I said that last week with somebody else that asked me, but they're singing that song, The Clash. And I feel like that this is you that's going on in your head. Should I stay or should I go? And I know you're saying that you really like your job, but I'm feeling like what they're going to offer you, you're not really happy about. And that's why I feel like you're going to be making some decisions here with this. I'm going to say whatever decision that you do make will be the right decision. Understand that. So I don't want you to doubt you and where you are heading with this. I'm just being asked here to take a leap here. Take a leap. So I do feel like there's a bit of a change that is coming for you, and that's okay. Sometimes we get a little bit too comfortable with things, and the universe will throw us these little challenges to help us grow. So I need you to understand that too. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Okay, who else have we got there?
Okay, I've got a Tian, and
Okay.
sort of trying to connect, and it's really, really hard trying to connected around
Yeah.
this. Tian, I know that loss connected around you is quite recent, and I know it was your sister, and I know basically no one got to say goodbye to her, sweetheart. And one of the hardest things is not having closure, especially for your mum. As a mum, to lose a child is absolutely horrendous. But I will tell you that she wasn't in pain. And I know that her passing was extremely quick, and you know, she was so full of life that she didn't want to be trapped in a body that sort of didn't work for her, darling. And it's not nice to hear that just at this stage because of the grief that you're going through and family's grief. But she's telling me her service was beautiful, and a lot of people came out to say goodbye to her more than expected. Mum's going through quite a lot because she is wrapping her arms around Mum at the moment. And even though her service and everything has been done and dusted, I still feel her energy very, very close to your mum, because I know that she's not sleeping well, and, you know, her grief is very, very deep. In time, things will change and things will start to move forward. But at the moment, it is extremely hard. But your sister is so full of life that she wants her to make sure that she puts the tree up and celebrates her life, not just mourns her passing, which is really, really hard for me to say at the moment when everyone is so deep in grief and you can't go past that. But I do know that the love that she has for you guys is incredible. She does things her way. So I will say to you, she left in the way that she wanted to leave, in doing something that she loved the most. So I do feel, even though it wasn't, it happened very, very quickly, and no one had time to say goodbye, I know that you said goodbye to her privately, and I know your mother is trying to deal with all of that at the moment. She's talking about nothing's changed, nothing's decluttered, and everything's still the same, because I do feel, as I said, it's still very, very recent. But I just want to leave you with her love and knowing that she energetically hasn't quite left Mum's side at the moment, because Mum needs to know that she's still there. So I'll leave you with that love, and don't be so hard on yourselves, guys. You know, it's hard when we deal with grief and hard when we deal with life, and especially losing someone that we grow up with. You know, losing a sister is bad enough, but losing a child is worse. So I will say she's okay, but more than okay, she's not ready for Mum yet. So try and get her to, you know, smile a little bit, or trying to get her out of the bed and see life, or take her outside in the sunshine, because she needs to feel that air on her body once again. So I'm going to leave you with her love, and I hope that helps, sweetheart. But rest assured, she is okay, and she wants to tell you thank you for the music, because her funeral was beautiful. So I do feel like she was honoured with love and respect, and the amount of people that were there, she was very, very, very chuffed, very honoured. So I'll leave you with that, darling.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. We've come up to 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Very quickly. Very, very, very quickly. So now what we're going to do here. Shakti, all I'm hearing here, I'm hearing regrets. That's just caught my attention there. Regrets. I don't know what the back end of that story is, but I'm just hearing the word regrets with that. So just be a little bit mindful with that, darling. I can't tell you what to do, but that's what I'm hearing, and I always stay true to the information that I get, so I have to pass that on to you. And what did I say on the weekend about T-shirts are being made? Don't shoot the messenger.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, Tian has just messaged me a couple of messages, and I'm not going to read them all, but the last one she said was, "Don't worry, be happy" was her song.
Yeah, you can see it here.
That's our mentor for tonight. Be happy, be positive, be grateful. You are enough. So thank you for sharing that, sweetheart.
Oh, there we go. Scott's saying that's his ringtone on his phone. Don't worry, be happy.
Coincidence?
Yeah. You're saying, yes, thank you. Don't like her behaviour towards me, but fear I might regret not going. So you understand that. Okay, so I can't tell you what to do, darling, but that's what I'm picking up for you. Okay, so we are coming up to 9 o'clock. Linda's just jumped on because she can, because whatever. And as you guys know, we will be doing a show Friday night at the Vault, Port Kembla. You can private message if you need further details about that. We will also be in Melbourne next week. So we're flying down not this Thursday, next Thursday, and we will be at the Melbourne Mind Body Spirit Festival at the Convention Centre on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's only 4 days, isn't it? This time, 3 days. This one.
3 days. Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be November 10, 11, and 12. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Melbourne. I am taking bookings now for that pre-bookings. If you are coming to that, I'm happy to take your bookings. You're taking bookings too, aren't you?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. All right. So we will leave that there. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's been a pleasure. And if we didn't get to you, it's nothing personal. It's just the way we do, and it's who we get directed to be reading. But I will be back here same time again next week, 8 p.m. Sydney time. So wherever you are in the world, it's this time. So thanks, everybody. See you on Friday night. See ya.
Friday.
Bye.
Bye.